I was mortal once. A prince then. A prince now. I am the God Slayer!
Hello and welcome everyone to a resurrection of one of my first ever campaigns for the channel. Back for the launch of Warhammer 3 for the very first Kevin the Daemon Prince led his armies across Norsca searching for the demon souls to challenge Be'lakor, only to be betrayed by Save Corruption, which stopped her progress cold. For Kevin's glorious return, we'll be weaving two of my favorite mods, the SFO Grimmhammer overall mod for all the tweaks and changes it makes to campaign and faction mechanics, battles, AI behavior, units, and tons more awesome stuff. The other major mod we'll have running is the Old World custom map, which is an incredible, much more true to lore version of the Old World with a total of 809 settlements. Give Vinrus and Chaos Robbie both some support and check out these mods, which I'll have in a pinned comment. With that out of the way, let's get to our Daemon Prince campaign. The Daemon Prince lands on the coast of Norsca, where he will compete with Archaon himself for the ultimate leadership of Chaos. And indeed, we're going to make it a side goal for this campaign. Instead of going completely undivided like I would normally do and like most would normally, we are going to actually go full Tzeentch for this campaign. So he's going to be a full Tzeentchian Lord. I've done all of the Mirrors of Madness all the way up to Gold tier, which is going to unlock both of the extra demonic gifts that you're able to gain through the Mirrors of Madness. There's two available for each of the individual challenges, one at Bronze and the second one at Gold. The hardest one is definitely facing off against Tzeentch itself. For our starting army here with the Daemon Prince, we are going to have a blend of all four of the Mono God demonic units. We're going to have some Bloodletters of Khorne, some Plague Drones of Nurgle without the Death's Heads. We're going to have the Demonettes of Slaanesh, Seekers of Slaanesh, Chaos Warhounds of Khorne, which are, they're alright, they're better than normal Warhounds by a little bit. They'll have some Nurglings, some blue and pink horrors of Tzeentch. For his faction effects, we'll have access to all demon units via Demonic Glory, which we'll gain through battles, events, and stuff like that. We will gain Reign of Chaos, which is inflicting damage with friendly lords. In battle, we'll unlock random army abilities. And our characters are going to be recruitment cost minus 100%, so we'll have free characters. I think that's going to apply to heroes and lords both. I haven't played too far in this one to try to be as unspoiled as possible. Leadership +1 per rank achieved as well. As per usual, we'll have a couple cuts here in this intro. For his Lord effects, we'll have he will be customizable rather, via demonic gifts equipable. Gifts are granted through servitude to the different Chaos Gods. Access gifts of Undivided. These gifts are not directly influenced by any of the Chaos Gods to allow you to represent Chaos in all of its glory, so on an undivided path. Gifts of Khorne are going to push your prowess in battle to take on any challenger foolish enough to meet you in combat. We'll have Gifts of Nurgle, which will allow us to spread Pestilence, Suffering, and Decay. Gifts of Nurgle, which will allow us to become agile and good at hunting people down. And then Gifts of Tzeentch, which are good at granting us an extra level of knowledge in the Winds of Magic, which we are going to be focusing for this campaign. In the Old World map, we are going to be starting in this portion, in the very north part of Norsca. And then for his lore, these beings are those who follow chaos with a deep and fervent faith, pledging themselves body and soul to the service of the dark powers. They know that there is a great prize for those who show unflinching devotion. Should a champion survive the endless battles and the ravaging mutations granted by their masters while still finding favor in the eyes of the fickle gods, he may attain the ultimate reward. The patron of the champion will elevate him to his side as a Daemon Prince, being of a godlike power and forever bound to darkness. Indeed. For Kevin the Second's campaign here, we are going to be playing on very hard difficulty. I would like to play on Legend just to challenge us, but because of the issues that I've had with some of these modded campaigns, I don't want to lose some of the saves. That way I can go back and try to play through if something weird happens. We'll be playing on it very hard, and we'll be setting the battle AI stats modifier to complete neutral. That way all of our units are going to retain all of their identity. Let's get to... Oh, it changed his name back to Fraltras. See, that's not going to be allowed.
I cannot be stopped.
What is going on here? Hudakai. He wants his name to be Hudakai. It shall be Kevin the Second. And with that, let's get to it.
this world will blacken and die.
Short, sweet, to the point. Well done, Kevin. So how they play. Garner the demonic glory of the Chaos God or the Undivided throughout your campaign, or to unlock the rewards and receive demonic gifts to augment your demonic prince. Earn enough demonic glory to dedicate your prince to a single path of chaos to unlock the highest tier rewards. Either a single path or Undivided, either one. And then our first mission has been issued to engage the Iceling. Interesting. There are first targets. 30 Cornate Glory and Nurgle Glory both. Which is awesome. Before we get started, let's take a quick look at the Demonic Glory path, see if it is, or how it has changed from base campaign. I know Vinris has done a lot to try to modify this one. Likely it's going to be a whole heap. No colonization cost for Undivided 1. Income from faction settlements plus 100%. Well, that looks good to me. We might have. Be sad we're not going for the Undivided path. Heat production. It's not quite as nice later on, but this is where we'll gain. So as we win battles, have events and different passive gain and things like that, we'll be able to dedicate it. And as you hit certain milestones, you unlock whatever the different mutation is for the Demon Prince. They don't actually have a research tree. Unless anything has gone on. Nope, but we do have rights now. So we have the manifestation of Nurgle, Khorne, Tzeentch, and Slaanesh, which are going to do different things accordingly. Nurgle is going to be mostly based on growth, replenishment, and plagues and the like. They're all kind of based on what their individual god would be most focused on. I think the best one is going to be definitely causes attrition to anyone in our territory. I mean, definitely the manifestation of Khorne for this extra movement range after raising settlements. We may not want to do too much raising.
Demon Prince.
Even as a Demon Prince of Khorne, you do less raising and more destroying and coming on back. This very first fight here, we've got Stig Aisling, and we don't have ourselves any settlements at all. Ultra Spawns is looking to be our very first target. Make sure we can take down Stig without too many troubles then. Kevin, destroy. Very quiet snow walking you had there, so it's just some Marauders and a couple Marauder Horsemen. This is easily the simplest of the first battles here in the Old World campaign. Most of them are pretty nasty. I think it is likely to keep you from losing everyone before you have to take on the major settlement, which is perfect. Big Batman versus Cheese Grater Head. Who shall win? Right, first things first, let's set the lads on up. And then I'll go ahead and show off the units we've got here. So let's go ahead and throw the Nurglings. I'm actually going to make sure the Nurglings are in smaller formation, which I'm just using control up and down to increase and decrease the formation width. These guys here. I'm going to have the Blue Horrors on. Interesting, that bit of geography is a little weird. Well, either way, I'm going to have the Blue Horrors up to counter his Skirmish Cav. Pink Horrors on the other side to do the same. I'm going to hide them in the woods, though. And then we're going to do Bloodletters center and on the flanks. Demonettes on this side. So we can have the horrifying Demonette Cavalry on this side and the Hound Dogs over here. Beautiful. Kevin II will be his own lad. Like so. Plague Drones will keep you up at the front here. Will be also pretty good at running off the Marauder Horsemen, although they're much quicker. Let's see on that one. Look at all of our units then. Starting with the little blue Yogo boss. This one's smacking his head on the ground. The blue horrors are supposed to be kind of angry, and the pink horrors are supposed to be very happy. And in lore, when a pink horror dies, it splits into two blues, which would be really cool to have that incorporated into the game somehow. Maybe only on the Exalted Pinks, where when they are slain, they leave a temporary unit of blue horrors. Look at the Bloodletters. It's been so long since we've gotten to use any of Khorne's boys here. As we miss in our Scarbrand campaign, we might need to kick one of those up very soon. It will definitely be in the old world. There's so many more settlements to destroy. All skulls to reap. Plague drones in the air. Do a little dance. A wee waltz back and forth. But I mean, that is just nightmare fuel incarnate. I can't. That's gonna give us a headache if we try to follow them. If we put them on the ground, they still do the little dance. Oh, just they're synchronized now. Bolts of Doom. Get back up in the air. Our Pink Horror is hiding over here in the woods, showing off all our units. These guys are going to be devastating, especially once we start getting some more of our Fuchian heroes and spells. We'll start stacking up the Warp Flame and dealing a whole bunch of damage. Have our Warhounds of Corn as well. Whole bunch of terrifying antlered warhounds. Very last unit besides Kevin himself are the Slaneshi ones. We'll go over here, check out our Seekers. The squidgy crab people. Very moist, very murderous. They're almost like nailed down into their mounts. Anyway, back over to the Demonettes. Poor crab people, these just are not given the pleasure of riding on demonic seahorses. They die very quickly, but if you get them to into the flanks of a unit, you will see that unit melt away like you just toss butter into a pot of magma. And lastly, you've got your old Kevin here. He's huge and he's in charge. He is so much stronger than he was when we first started to. Initial Kevin had terrible stats, and at most of the different things you could gain for him, all of his mutations, did not really do all that much. He was by far the weakest of the legendary lords. He just had the most versatility, which, see if that matters all that much in the long run. Before we start the battle, we'll take a brief moment to show off the graphic settings we've got here. And back to it. Pause if you need to. Yeah. Alright, Kevin, I'm going to get you back up in the air. We're just going to rotate the squad. That way they have a hard time actually trying to flank with these Marauder Horsemen like they want to. They're going to wait on us, which is perfect. It's in the Seekers round. And they may just choose to go after the Seekers. Which is very fair. Blue Horrors go wide. Everyone else kind of move ever so slightly forward. Blue Horrors kind of moving together. Demonettes come up well. Stay back far enough where you're not going to get hit. We'll bring these Bloodletters. I'm going to keep them back because they can charge across the field pretty quickly. Alright, they chucked a round of javelins at Kevin. He didn't like that one bit. Let's throw some fire back at him. Now that they're in a little bit too close. Agreed. Doom. Barrier is going to easily absorb that up. Blanket them in blue flames. And they just choose. Oh, we're going to take out our own. That friendly fire. Alright, you guys blast apart these Marauders. You keep fleeing. Nurglings charge on in. They're going to keep chucking javelins at old Kevin there. You guys come out of the woods. Let's get some damage. Help out with these Marauders here. Seekers come on back in, and Demonettes do the same. Just be careful with our little Yogo balls. But I told you to attack. I guess we completely missed the order. Not to be unexpected, though. Go ahead and charge in here, deal with the Lord. There's a random bloodletter in the back line. Blasted with the blue flames. They're really good at shooting our units and not the enemy. Oh, doom is upon you. At least you brought your red hair. Those skulls will soon be same color. Make sure we keep track of our demonettes there because our seekers, we're getting messed up by our own units. You guys turn around, we'll put it back into normal speed, we'll have them come and crash from back here. You guys relax. Can't trust you that much. Here come the Seekers. Devastating flanker charge. Marauder shouldn't like that at all. The Dark Gods. Make sure our hounds aren't being... Yeah, I was kind of worried about that. Should have been winning that fight easily, but they were having a lot of trouble. We will take the victory and round up as many of these battle captains as we can. Our first battle under new Kevin's belt went very well. We only lost 66 in the fighting. We probably should have lost a little bit less, but the Seekers of Slanesh charged headlong into our blue horror fire, which did not go well at all for them. We are going to offer this first victory here actually to Undivided. Slaughtered captives would be pretty great. We're going to actually offer this to Undivided to start working towards that Undivided 1 as fast as we can. I'm going to do all of the, well, not all of, but the first couple settlements here to siege. Beautiful. That gives us extra 30 to Corn and Energolori as well for defeating Stig of the Aceling. Get ourselves some more goodies already. Ooh, we've got Flaming Bodies. So we get the Foreboding Ignition, 10 more attack and defense, 5 more defense, and some fire resistance. We just lose our ward save, which is probably not the best, but hey, he's got magma armor now. Looking fancy, Kevin. So we let him believe. He gets angry otherwise. Keep the Kevin happy. We don't have a Lord this time, which actually is going to make things a little bit more dangerous for us. We'll just throw Kevin in the middle of one of these groups, and then as soon as his health gets low, we set off the Foreboding Ignition. Sounds like a good time to me. He has health points, has to be lower than 20% though. That's definitely a last-ditch effort kind of thing. You only get one of them? We need to upgrade past this armor as soon as we can. What does the Altar of Spawns look like? A swirling spiral of chaotic destruction. Let's make it worse. Right then, so let's get to breaking this Norskin fortress. No Nurglings here. Well, actually on this side. And I love to throw some Nurglings on the other end. We're going to focus most of our attack in this quadrant. Oh, some ice chunks fall off. Be cool if those could fall in the middle of your units and take out some guys if you're not paying attention. Be very Norskin. Alright, so let's deploy the others on the other side here. And we'll catch them in a pincer. Nurglings will go in first, which is kind of the hardest thing to allow happen because they're so slow. Now let's go Pink Horrors on this side. There's less of a wall to defend them. Not much of one over here either. Let's go Pink Horrors over this side instead. We'll do a unit of blues as well because there's a lot more open space over here. Blues over here if I can deploy them. Attack Team 1. Attack Team 2. There we go. We'll have both of the Bloodletters rolling with this squad. Kevin himself. We'll have the hounds acting like they're going to come over here as well. Send a couple of these units aggressively wide. Slanesh's followers on this end. Perfect. Get everyone in their own individual squads. And let's get this battle going. Tier 3 tower. Let's go ahead and deal with that there, Kevin. No towers for them. They're gonna come outside the walls and face us. So be it. Have the other drones go after the other set of walls. And they've got the Marauder Horsemen and Throwing Axemen up front. I'm happy to duel with some Throwing Axemen. What we'll do is we'll duel with the Marauder Horsemen, sit everyone else in to go after the Throwing Axemen. That should work out pretty well. Kevin is smashing apart the tower. Bloodletters, go ahead and make your presence felt soon. Not yet. Wait just a moment, that tower is doing some damage to you guys, though. Come on, Kevin, knock it down. Like getting them on fire. Let's sit in the Marauders now. The other group will just let kind of maneuver so they're not getting taken out by the towers. And we're gonna lose a few there. Seekers, come on back out. Let these Nurglings stop those spearmen. They're actually having a hard time. Retreat. Retreat. Slanesh demons. Even now, those Seekers are very fragile. Pull them away from the fighting. The fact that this tower is lasting so long is also an absolute travesty. Alright, send in the hounds. Send in the blue horrors. There we go. It's down. Send in the Demon Prince. That should be that side broken. This other angle, we're not doing so well. Give it one more volley if you can. It's the catapult tower that's doing so much damage. Rip those Marauder Horsemen to pieces so we can go in on the guys behind them. Horsemen are gone. You can get some heals on that unit if you can. Towers are done. Let's go ahead and bring them to bear against that group. Evan, you head off this next one. Evan got to do some replenishing, but this is the best place to do it. Evan, you got any skills we can use? No. We're going to lose our Nurglings. Demonettes fall back. Might lose the Demonettes too. Very fragile. I do often lose my Demonettes. Kevin's got the fire resistance, should help him allow them to fire right past him. Demonettes just fall back out of combat. Try to keep your leadership like that. The Horrors are going to get smashed. Unfortunate. Here come the Javelin men again. We're just going to have to let these blue Horrors go. We'll have to do a turn or two punishing. Splitting our forces here was a mistake. Butcher these guys in the back line. Let's go ahead and bring everyone up. Blue Horrors, you just turn and be a nuisance. Hound Dogs, you do the same. I didn't realize there were some guys still here fighting. Let the Bloodletters finish them off. Nurglings, you come up through. Not sure why they're having a hard time firing. They're just being difficult because they can. Yeah, we're gonna lose the blues. We're just gonna go ahead and call it. Bring these guys away. You can have the Demonette Seekers, though, come up and grab this position. Let those blues go. There goes the leader. Not an easy breaking of this settlement here, that's for sure. Minutes. You guys move up to take this position if you can. We'll just keep them out on the outside. Let our pinks and such do the damage. You guys get up top, start trying to take down this tower. Nurglings, you come on in and do the same. They're terrified off, so the Nurglings need to come on in, let Kevin keep chopping. Horn of Corn, extra, is it 15? 25 melee attack. Last these guys were nothing but discouraged. When the outside's gone, bring them all inside then. Demonettes, you come on around as well. Yeah, we paid the price for that mistake there. Inks, go ahead and scoot up. Knock down these towers together. Nurglings, you stay here. Just spearmen. Could be no towers to threaten them, but once that leadership's gone, I think we have it. Talons, you come up here and threaten these marauders. Don't trust that they're not going to come on back. Yeah, get them now that they're fleeing. Less damage to our own units if we can. Alright, towers are gone. Beautiful. Slow and steady. Go ahead and take the shot while you can. Last volley of multicolored cotton candy flame. Feels very ineffective, all things considered. Bloodletters, you guys go. They're trying to retreat, so let's head up to the top here. Start chopping on this blocker. King Horrors, you guys move up, start firing on this other group. We'll just have Kevin go after the hunters with axes. Zone's almost stars there. Demonettes, you guys go after these marauders here. Get a few extra kills. Zone is taking forever to capture. Both of these guys some extra attack. Horn of Thorn. Rip through those axemen. And man, there's the win. We did lose some troopers in the fighting, but a new fortress belongs to Kevin. A Pyrrhic victory it decides to give us. We did lose our Nurglings and a unit of blues, which were rank 1, which is a bit sad, but we will replace them. We're going to go ahead and occupy this first one here as a Tzeentchian settlement.
Vanguard in the ruinous crusade.
Should also give us our first hero as a Tzeentchian hero too. Action encountered the Steel Fist Reavers. All the way over there, huh? Is that basically telling us that's where Archaon's gonna be coming from? So our very first confrontation is with Archaon himself. I don't know if we're gonna be capable of handling Archaon. At least not off the bat. We are definitely, though, gonna come on in and grab the Glorious Warfare to increase our gains of all glory faction-wide.
Supreme Champion.
Alright, and are we able to grab any blue horrors in? No blue horrors must be unlocked via demonic glory. So we just get Marauders as ancient spears. That's kind of a problem, isn't it? Let's grab 2 of them and 1 Chaos Fury. The Sphere units are not great, but we need some guys. War with the Aceling must commence.
Are you a god?
Steel Fist Reavers don't want a non-aggression.
But no,
That's fair.
spoilers come.
No diplomacy off the start here. Alright, well, are we allowed to have a hero on?
Hellish power.
No, we are not allowed to recruit any heroes. We need 550 glory. Much is the way. Our glorious conquest, though, has begun. The blue sparks flying out of the altar now. Alright, we've got ourselves a new mission. We need to ensure that a following building has been constructed. The Bastion of Chaos. Unlock the manifestation of corn after constructing the corn. I'm not worried about corn. Appreciate you, though.
Demon Prince.
Now we shall take Kevin and not reach any of these settlements off the bat. The altar spawns all by itself, and it's got the monolith of Haka and then the monolith of Torgal. Let's take Haka first and then turn around and go after Torgal.
Demon Prince.
We also should have recruited in a new hero or a new lord to follow him. It's a little bit too late. Let's grab ourselves a Herald of Tzeentch. Since we don't have a hero, we'll just make it a lord. And he'll just be 200 gold. Strong barrier or magical waves. I want one of Tzeentch, not metal. There's a tough call. Cool down to all spells or more barrier by 50%. Let's make his spells fly.
I herald change.
Loud Z. Well, I wanted to come after the Monument of Torgold. I don't know where their other armies are, so let's go after the Monument of Haka, rather. We don't know where their other armies are, so we're not going to. We're instead just going to come on down. Iron Chaos. That sounds great, although we're likely to be kicked out of it when we start recruiting. Monument is undefended, so we shall recruit up one more unit of Furies and 2 more Spearmen. We've got a pretty huge front line of expendable troops now. Agreed, buddy. Nothing else to do for the turn, then. Such is the way. Such is the way. There's the wrong button. There we go. Got another mission, the Grand Manifestation of Nurgles. We need to build a Bastion of Chaos. Just for the depending on which god you dedicate this to. Interesting. Alright, Kevin. We move on the monument. The monolith, Torgold.
Must die.
Give us. There's no one here and they're already damaged. What happened? Well, let's go into March and follow Kevin into battle. Kevin, can you switch into any of the funner stances? Summoning gives us more undivided corruption. And some Fires of Chaos. Let's get them. Not the decisive victory, but I mean, how many battles we need off the start here? Let's crush them. Alright, well, now Kevin and Lao Tzu shall work together to deal with this broader chieftain, the Chala of the Fjordlings. Which the Chala is supposed to be a champion of Slaanesh, or a herald of Slaanesh. Not sure which one she is. She's a snaky looking lady. She was, I believe, an elf that was sold to Slaanesh by her family. Not a good time. The blue horrors up here, pink horrors on the other side. And if they decide to surround our pink horrors, we'll give them a bad time. The plan was just to send Kevin in and let him duel this champion one-on-one. While our soldiers mauled everyone else. Some frontline fighters. Horrors, then all of the beasties. Alright, let's have the bloodletters hang out in the middle of the line here with the Slaaneshi demonettes in the woods. Probably the best place for them. Seeker's also hiding over here. Perfect, let's get them. Start everyone moving, and as they do, we'll slow-mo. Take a look at some of our new units here. Those Furies were looking tattered from afar. Their wings are much more intact when you get closer to them. Gives them a much more evil look. We just got our basic shirtless lads with two-handed spears. They've got barrier, but that's about it. Right then.
Spreading ruin.
Evan, you stay back a little bit here. We're just gonna have
The Changers, Marauders!
you guys go wide. Seekers do the same. Pink Horrors, go ahead and start blasting these guys with flames. The Furies have barriers themselves, don't they? We'll just send them after the Marauder Hunters.
What do the gods desire?
Charge these Marauders. You guys charge these Marauders, and then just have Boss Kevin go hunt down their Lord. It's far too late for you boys. Send in the Bloodthirsters on either side. Activate all of Kevin's abilities. In fact, we're going to switch. No, he's fine with that. We've got more than enough. Fires of Change to deal with the Javelin who think they're tough too. Bathed in flame. Every man for himself. Charging on in now. They are going to try to chuck javelins at him. They think they're brave. Bloodletters come out to the side. Although that was more than enough to finish off most. And that's the victory. Let's go ahead and end this battle before we get too much friendly fire from our blue horse. And Lao Tzu didn't even have time to reinforce. We'll take it. I'm going to run down as many of these extra guys as we can, hopefully for some more extra favor. I'll catch you in a moment. Alright, a decisive victory with none lost. I would be very disappointed if any of you demons jumped on these Marauder swords. We are going to occupy this one also for Teach. The other two settlements we are going to make dedicated to Slanesh. Because I think the only two dark gods that would be willing to work together out of these, or at least would be willing to work with Teach, would be Slanesh. Changer obviously isn't going to work with the Stagnation Incarnate, and the Blood God hates wizards, so we're a bit limited on allies. Let's grab the secondary point into Glorious Warfare.
Benediction from the gods.
Here at the Monolith. Oldest Camp of Animals gives us Nurgle Glory. Interesting. Nurgle Glory is not what we want. It's neat. So for infrastructure, we've got now the Brass Tower. Income and experience gain. For upkeep production, post-battle loot and experience gain. Here's our growth building. Construction time reduction as well for the Carnal Dens. Very nice. And these just increase our overall glory and then give us a couple buffs that are specific to that god. Capacity for Plague Ridden. Okay. Those will be good to use later on. Let's come on in here and grab the growth building with the Totem of the Crow. Thankfully, it doesn't give us any Nurgle. Anything Nurgly at all, it just gives us extra growth.
Hellish power.
You stay where you're at. Same thing with Loud Sea. We'll have you then recruit a few more. Still sad we have nothing but these spears. Since they're about the same cost, we're just going to go for more Furies. 40 melee attack is not bad on a spear unit. These guys have Guardian? How intriguing is that? Interesting. And these guys are just bonus fee large. Fairly decent melee attack for, because they got two-handed spears. They're not awful. We'll grab one more. We got lots of flyers at this point. That'll be our turn. Yeah.
Master
Right now we've got a mission for the Grand Manifestation of Slanesh. He should come along quite soon then. We don't know what's over here at the Monolith Haka. I don't know what the Aceling's Conclave.
It's me.
These settlements are just perfectly placed to be out of range.
Chaos incarnate.
Let's have Kevin then come on over to this position. I'd love to bring Lao-Tzu with him. We don't necessarily care so much about these settlements. The more we claim, the better. We'll have Kevin run on over. No winds here, so it's perfectly safe. We will have you... Does channeling do anything for us in the top tier? Surprisingly not for Kevin. We'll have you channel and you can follow him then. And we'll have Kevin just recruit over one more unit of Furies. Round out the army. Excellent. And I bet now's when we get attacked by... Even if they come after the altar, that's fine. All of our initial settlements here are pretty expendable. Alright, turn is again ours, and there's the Grand Manifestation of Siege. I see no armies, that doesn't mean they're not just waiting outside of our line of sight there. But let's move on in and crush the Monolith of Haka. This one will go ahead and give it auto-resolve. It's doubtful, this is very tough. Same as before, they're already weakened. I'm confused.
Yes.
Pull and circle up. And we'll do the same here with Lao-Tzu. We'll bring him on over. Actually, let's switch who's starting this fight, if we can. Well, it looks like he's pretty burned on movement. That's too late then. We shall then take the settlement. Auto-resolve. Let's see how bad it is. We lost 180. Are you sure about that? Seems like some nonsense. We're going to go ahead and occupy this one for Slanesh. The attempt is going to be to have two different forms of corruption here going at once. We'll try to have the Thechian corruption, which helps out with winds of magic and things. And then the Slaneshi corruption increases your income. Usually control as well. Starts off with a Carnal Den, so help on our control. I actually don't mind this. Let's immediately add... Well, before we do that, because we don't know what's going to be coming. We will save, and we'll have Lao-Tzu just do some recruiting. Now we can get some lads for Slanesh, which will be better in a frontline fight. Chaos Furies of Slanesh are anti-large and armor piercing. That's great. So my little Yogo Ball of Doom, what kind of skills do you have? Nothing that looks like off the bat that's going to drop upkeep for anyone that's Tzeentch based, so we can grab some Slaneshi Furies if we wish. Of course, these devoted marauders have blades. Let's grab some devoted marauders. We'll keep increasing our military might. I'm gonna take these guys and send them over to Kevin's army. For now, we've got a commandment. Let's grab Foster Colts is just an upkeep reduction. Raise Corn. Quite like the experience gain. Even though we're not going for Corn. Control, enemy speed reduction. Let's go for favorite siege. We'll be smart. Or at least we'll play the character. The Grimmhammer SFO menu mod has appeared. So what this is when it does show up, you are then able to modify your campaign in all sorts of different ways, making things harder or easier on yourself in any way you so wish. No judgment. Do what you want. We're going to keep everything on default, though. Just an awesome bit of customization there that Vinris has added for everyone. Let's snag in the dedicated village. I thought it was a desecrated one. No, it's full dedicated. They're happy. Happy-ish. Great, that will bring Kevin on up to the altar in March stance. Lao-Tzu will follow. Well, that's Cetra down here fighting with these Steel Fist Reavers, so we're likely going to have to deal with that soon. And Grombrindle's over here. Oh, wow. Okay, can we make some deals with some of these other demony factions? I don't want a pox, I want friendship. Not the same thing.
You dare!
Signing any deals with these guys is just going to make Cetra mad at us, and he is likely to be wiping them out. They are but a weak minor faction, after all. Alright, Laozi, you sprint after Kevin. We'll switch off these two devoted marauders. We'll be good to go. No one's going to be doing any recruiting this turn anyway, with only 10 coins to our name. We'll take the two spearmen.
May he send us his immutable blessing.
Exactly. You can move forward and march. I'm not scared of any kind of armies they may have. And that'll be our turn.
Weaver of infinity.
Turn is again ours. We've discovered an ambusher. The Ripper of Men. And it's gone. Ripper of Men was destroyed. We also now have the Fruits of the Gardens. The Fly Lord asks only that his servants perpetuate the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Employing disease most foul to grease this eternal wheel. Delighted by your apparent devotion to decay. Well, I guess that's our highest one at the moment. A Grandfather Nurgle blesses each and every one of your warriors with a full body coating of pulsating assists and iron-hard calluses. Either way is not one we like. 60 extra glory. Oh. Just glory? We don't get any resistances? I don't like that so much. Kevin? Onward. We will go into summoning stance because that's the most threatening. Gotta set a tone. We'll have Laozi follow behind. And recruit up some more Battle Brothers. And a 40 of the flying ones. Oh, let's go ahead and wait then. You can just have some spearmen to hold the line. Stig is likely to attack the monolith. That's a weakness, my friend. If you attack the monolith, I'm going to take down your Aceling's conclave, so do what you wish, fool. Plot undone. Your most trusted follower drags a beaten demon before you, having caught the fiend conspiring to overthrow you. You think you have a look at this face? You think you have a chance? Fool, you cleave the traitor's chest open. As it gasps its last, you ponder how to best use its demonic essence. We can consume its heart to gain a ruinous infusion, or we could reward our follower with the prince's mark and give them 4 more leadership. No, that's my heart. Yum yum, eat 'em up. Ruinous infusion for Kevin, so we can move further now. Doesn't look like Stig retreated or was defeated. 4,000 casualties. Good grief. Kazid Skovelkarag. We're gonna move Kevin then to take down the Conclave. I'm actually going to have Laozi lead the charge. That way we can have him sitting in the settlement and Kevin can move past, possibly. Yes, absolutely decisive defeat by himself. But, get this. He has rather large reinforcements. I'm just going to have him move up in normal stance. Walk past the Aceling's Conclave. Wee bit of stuttering there. He's going to give us another decisive victory. Unfortunately for these guys, there's so few of them, it's just not worth fighting. I'm going to give this one the auto resolve. He'll lose a ton. And then we're going to go ahead and claim this one also for its each.
Not a one of us will bow.
Not a one of you, huh? We'll just see about that.
Daemon Prince.
Kevin, let's go ahead and drop off your Furies here, or maybe just some more Spearmen. Now let's drop off some Furies. Then we'll have Kevin recruit on in these Sour Guts. Good old ROR Pink Horrors. Human beings are equally as dangerous in death as they are in life. These guys got bonus V infantry, missile strength, armor piercing. I think they blow up when they are slain. 100 damage, 100% armor piercing, and magic. They replenish their ammo as long as we have winds of magic 15 or greater. Kevin, we never use winds, so sounds good. Welcome, Sour Guts. Very expensive, though. Welcome, Sour Guts.
Living weapons of conquest.
Living weapons. Last point into glorious warfare. Extra experience for all of the marauders. Ruination. Any of these going to be giving us more upkeep reduction? Speed for Furies faction wide. Attack for Furies. But all of these just buff up Furies. And then we get the Infecting Presence, so enables lightning strike battles when reinforcements are present. Sweet. Number of extra uses for Fires of Chaos. We would have more capacity for all warriors. Okay. I think what we'll do is we'll move up to at least the Inspiring Presence to gain that 100 extra per turn experience gain. And then we'll start moving down through the Storm of Change. Get even more Thinchian glory.
Change is coming.
Let's give you Inspiring Presence so you can
More power
gain that experience as
to
quickly as
me.
possible. That way we can turn him into a big angry chicken. Or each. Check diplomacy real fast. I don't think anyone's really looking to make any deals with us. We just need to do as much damage as we can, as fast as we can. Sorry, Aceling, we get all the extra goodies for controlling provinces, so I think all this is going to belong to us. We may give you... No, nothing belongs to you. It's all mine. Right, now we need to grow our forces and gain us a heap of glory, mostly of the Corny variety. Wars rage the length and breadth of this land. In such times, only the strong can hope to survive. Build your forces in order to meet the threats that face you.
Daemon Prince.
Stig is going to take to the ocean and probably come over here to try to attack the Altar of Spawns. A very interesting plan. So what if we drop off... Oh, what's this force looking like? We have what defending the altar? Just some blue horrors and a unit of Spawn of Thinch, which pretty dangerous. Let's bring Laozi back to defend.
Horror of horror.
So take you out of that stance. We will give you actually the Sour Guts since you actually have spells at the moment. Kevin is currently
Once I was but a mortal of this world.
Exactly, he's not very good at casting. Let's give you 2 extra Furies of Thinch. That should be more than enough to hold the line. While Kevin goes and smashes the Gorhunt Hall. See, time to switch. You defend the altar.
Claim it.
Onward we shall go to take down the Monolith of Valmir. Force them back into the Gorhunt Hall. Decisive victory. This one is another battle we shall fight. That'll be likely the last battle for this episode. On the field, let's slaughter them. Let's round them up quickly, lads. We've got soul cookies to bake. Throw up the 2 spearmen, in case you wondered. That's what we use with the souls. It's nothing for nothing power related. And we're just demonic Keebler elves. Now let's go ahead and have the Nurglings on this side. Pretty good spot for them to be. Stopping enemy hounds. Ice wolves are very meh. Normally, but I'm betting in SFO they've got a little bit more oomph to them. Let's have the Bloodletters of Khorne be on the same side. And we'll have them being defended by a unit of blues that matter almost 0. So if they start getting taken out by enemy infantry or hounds, we can rush in our cavalry from there. Which are going to be back here in this heart-shaped bit of trees. Slanesh has blessed this patch of dirt. And we go ahead and get everyone in unit, so I know where all of our infantry squads may be. Put the Furies on this side here. They've got nothing really that can threaten them. And our weak and coordinate hound dogs in the woods. They're gonna get replaced as soon as we are able. Alright, let's get them. See everyone in the woods that we have currently hiding there, except for on this side. We'll start moving up. And they're gonna rotate. Fair enough. Go about this area. They've got the ice wolves. Let's have Kevin go up front and stop them. Work flame versus the ice wolves. Spearmen move on in too. Everyone else can just kind of move up and get ready for the next squad. Okay, just stop them then, please, because they're going to try to be cheeky. Not sure what the strategy is, but you can stop that for me now. Roll on in there, Nurglings. Buff up Kevin, and let's clobber some wolves. I'm gonna make Vita mad. Alright. Get ready. We've got the other warhounds coming up on this side, so let's bring everything about to deal with them. Looks like the warhounds are done. Let's have the demonettes rotate around to get ready to fight the next squad. Evan, go find the enemy lord. Blast these marauders. By marauders, of course, I mean Javelin boys. Javelin boys must be slain. Let them rush across the length of the field. There's no escape. Only the void. Blink at those Javelin men in Doom. Let's have the Seekers come through. They're going to be devastating here. As long as I can actually get them to charge on the flanks. Super slam. He only took down a couple of them, though. I think I got chucked across the field. Those plague drones have some muscle. The warriors, you can relax now, turn around and just deal with any kind of lads returning to the field. King Flame for everywhere else is still fighting. I think that's about it. Then the angry, buzzing ones into the back line. That champion just got destroyed. Getting hit with a sword this size of two of you. I wouldn't get back up, just pretend he got you. Super slam, he's still on his feet. Gotta give him credit. And nope, he's done. Not that it's really going to save him. Kevin and company are going to run down as many of these Norskins as we can. I'll catch you in a moment. Alright, that's exactly how the victory should have been, only losing about 21 instead of a couple hundred. Alright, then it's time to break out the blue spray paint for the glory of Teach. Perfect. We're going to claim the Gore Hunt Hall for Slanesh. I think the Carnal Dens is going to actually work out fine for this initial here, so we can move further towards the Gore Hunt Hall. And then let's go ahead and do the same thing we did in the previous, where we'll throw in growth here, or we'll just grab the Gallery of Scrying Crystal for each. The inkling of future events and the changer of ways and tension can perhaps be seen, but never comprehended. This will just give us even more Siege Glory. A bit of a passive upkeep of that. Shall be fantastic. Assign skill points for Kevin. We'll give him the Inspiring Presence. And maybe a single point into the Respect of the North. That way we don't have to deal with fighting so many Norskins unless we want to. We're obviously going to make some enemies dealing with the Aisling unless he was a pariah here in the North. Let's give it an intern and let's see how things play out. Fish in a barrel. Your demons uncover a network of caverns nearby, inhabited by hundreds of skulking Noblars. Though individually they are worthless, the mass destruction of these scrawny greenskins, we're just gonna dump magma and we'll make a glorious tribute to the dark gods. 10,000 total favor. That is a heap of gold. For all of the glory. That is a really tough call. We wouldn't be able to make use of all of the glory, but then we would have 10,000 favor is too much to pass up. Release and pursue them. Mission issued. Fostering amity. Signing a non-aggression pact will give us 120 undivided glory. And then equipping any demonic gift. Let's just go in here and do that real quick.
Daemon Prince.
We have not gained any others, but we'll just switch back and forth between the Mark of Chaos and the Flaming Body. I actually think we're going to keep the Mark of Chaos too. There we go. There's another Grip of Glory. Not enough to move us up to the next tier. Oh, yes, it is. Tail of Many Teeth. And we've got Screamers of Tzeentch. As well as the Eroded Wings and the Plague Toads. Awesome.
I have ascended.
You just hid leadership? Nay. Sharpened Horns. Because he sharpened so much they cracked off. Extra speed. He actually loses speed with these wings, but it gives him the Pestilent Decay. Oh, that's insane. Oh no, we've got a bit of the wing rot. They're extra muscly though. And we'll come on down to his tail and we'll get the Tail of Many Teeth. Extra weapon damage and then the Greater Magic Bond. He has no magic himself just yet, but all in due time. Now we've got a mouth. That thing looks like it would be sore all the time. They just bite people randomly, which would probably get awkward. Let's come on into Lao Tzu then. I realize Kevin himself can't actually use any of the items we're gaining, so we'll grab Armor of Favor and then we'll combine these two together. And gain a Firestorm Blade, I guess. Beautiful. Can use ancillaries though, right?
Champion.
Can't even use ancillaries.
Such prismatic.
Fair enough. That all belongs to Lao Tzu then. Excellent start to our campaign. Thank you all so much for stopping by the first episode here for our Kevin the Daemon Prince Resurgence campaign here on SFO Grimmhammer and the Old World campaign. For now, I'm out of time for today though. I have been Space Wars of Total War. Remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub thought. See you on the next one.